Hi, I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, September the 28th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like the weather's going to be nice today and somewhat benign for much of the rest of the week. We'll see that, of course. The Skycam network this morning, there's a look at the sunrise shot, a little orangey this morning as we look out over the stadium at Tuscaloosa, and then a beautiful shot from our Skycam at Trussville. High pressure over the New England states is nosing its way down across the southern Appalachians and keeping our weather in beautiful shape. Plus, we have an upper ridge that is built quite strong, extending from southeastern Louisiana all the way up in past the eastern Great Lakes into southeast Canada. The trough off to the west is going to be moving across the Great Lakes, but it'll be a glancing blow for us as it brings a front down into the area, but that front is likely to wash out. This morning, temperatures vary quite a lot. We have some cooler temperatures in the northeast section in the lower and mid-50s, while across Birmingham it's around 62 degrees. QPF-wise, much of the rain going to stay off to our west as well as up into the northwestern United States, but much of the rain going to stay off to the west, and I think we're going to stay basically dry for much of the upcoming week with only isolated showers driven primarily by the heat of the day. Storm Prediction Center for day one has no outlooked area specifically, but of course they are watching the area ahead of that front in eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. And then day two, there's no slight risk areas. And the tropics remain relatively quiet as we're heading out of the climatologically most active period. They're only watching the one cloudy area out in the Atlantic that is expected to move northward. All right, the 06E GFS model run this morning, and there's the front coming our way, but as I say, I think it's probably going to move into the northwestern sections on Sunday, and that's where the greatest shower potential will be, but we can't rule out an isolated shower our way. The upper flow on Sunday shows that it's going pretty much zonal. You see the trough moving across the Great Lakes and the ridge across our area holding, but by holding it means it goes to a near zonal pattern, and we stay that way pretty much on Monday, and that's why the front is going to not really get down into the area very well. It's going to lose its push, so the front just doesn't really make it, and it's going to wash out. But again, have to put in the potential for an isolated shower pretty much each day of the upcoming week. The ridge builds a little stronger on Tuesday, and we see that again on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we've got a couple of things to think about. One is the trough on the west coast, or the western United States. That trough, the strongest we've seen here in a while, and moving steadily across the western part of the United States. We also have a little tropical disturbance down in the vicinity of Fort Myers, southwest Florida. So it doesn't look like that's going to develop much of anything, but something we'll need to watch. By Friday, the trough is coming in strongly, and then by Saturday, we see that trough very strongly as it's approaching the Mississippi River, and that'll bring a pretty strong cold front into the area. So it looks like right now, based on the GFS, that we would be seeing some potential for rain a week from today. That is next Saturday. However, due to timing issues, of course, we'll be watching to see how that really develops, and it might be that the rain chance would be more active for Sunday. Looking out into voodoo country, there isn't a whole lot to show. The ridge maintains itself pretty well, and that keeps the traveling weather systems well to the north. And so we're just not showing, as we get into the 1st of October, really not showing a great deal in the way of active weather for our area as we see these fronts that kind of get into the area, much like a summertime weather pattern. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this Saturday, the September the 28th. I expect to have the next one posted first thing on Sunday morning. In the meantime, I hope that you enjoyed this wonderful fall day that we have in store as temperatures get up into the lower 80s. And whoever you're rooting for, I hope your team wins.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
In back-to-back ratings periods,
more people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.